Hannah, I think we did it. I think we went live. Hello, friends. I'm still kind of getting stuff set up. So say hello in chat. This is Hannah. She is my sweet baby. And if you saw my Twitter earlier, the answer to the question, will the baby let me put her down, was no, not even a little bit. Say, what was mommy even thinking? What was mommy thinking? I am doing stuff. I'm gonna be able to see the Twitch chat. There's Hannah. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Yeah? You want to say hello? Hello, I'm a Hannah. Hello, I'm a Hannah. And I'm great. Sorry, the baby hasn't been feeling... There's a cold going through my house. So my husband is sick. Hannah hasn't been feeling very good. You see yourself on camera. Is that Hannah? My husband is sick. Hannah's not feeling very good. So putting her down is not a choice. So she's just gonna sit here with me for as long as we can. That's our whole plan. That is our whole plan, for the next couple hours. Okay, so what are we even doing today? We are gonna do some just fun, building characters. We're gonna do some Pathfinder character builds. That's what we're gonna do. And yeah. Sorry, my internet is deciding to be so slow, but that is okay. Okay, there we go. I think we got it fixed. So that is going. I can see chat. Hooray. Hooray, hooray, hooray. I see 2 people watching. Okay, excellent. Hello, friends. So yeah, we're going to do a Pathfinder character build. We're going to do 2. Some of the requests I saw on Twitter, one was for a barbarian spellcaster, which I'm really excited about. We're going to build a barbarian who can cast haste on himself. Him or herself. Ladies can be barbarians too in this day and age. Come here, sweetie. Okay, let's let Hannah sit in my lap. Okay, and you can hold your book. Bless you. Okay, there we go. So you guys can, there we go. Baby's fine. Okay, so, me, hi. Okay, I'm Maddie. I do a monthly stream here the first Thursday of every month. As a solo Call of Cthulhu, working on writing something in the works to be out on this channel probably late this year, so that would be super fun. I hope that keeps going well. So love TTRPG stuff, especially D&D and Pathfinder, and I'm getting really into Call of Cthulhu. And I actually played Pathfinder before I played Pathfinder 2nd Edition before I ever played D&D. So I'm excited to do some fun character builds, and we're going to kind of focus on stuff that you can't do in D&D 5th Edition. Yeah, that's kind of... Oh, and I run some stuff on here that's, I've run, I guess it's only one, but I played in some of, seasonal games with a group of all ladies. Okay. So that's me. Let's do Pathfinder stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah? Yeah, say hi, Hannah. Okay. What we're gonna do is we are going to use... Ooh, sorry, that's Inception. There we go. We're gonna use Path Builder, which is a wonderful, free online tool for building Pathfinder characters. And it has all of the 2e rules in there. I use this all the time for my characters, for home games and adventure path play and all that jazz. So Path Builder 2e, it does exist as both a web tool and then a whatchamacallit, there's an app for Android. No app if you are an Apple user. But this is what we're going to use, and it has like all of the rules in it. One of the things that's really great about Pathfinder is that all of the rules are free online for anyone and everyone. Hold on. I just realized that if I have Path Builder up, I can't see chat. So I'm going to fix that real fast. And put this in a different window. Okay, doing that, doing this. And so, and while we're doing this, I am going to talk about how some of the ways that Pathfinder is different from D&D 5th edition. Pathfinder is definitely crunchier. But there's weirdly, to me, that brings you some extra freedom to some degree. So I think it's really fun. So when you load up Path Builder, this is the default. It starts building you a human fighter. And we will change that. So let's change our ancestry to start with. And so all of our ancestries, the common ones, these are the guys that show up in the core rulebook. And then we have uncommon. So you get to some of the fun ones, and like Kobold and Lesh. I love Leshy. In my Adventure Society character is a Leshy sorcerer who is just a bless you, a houseplant. She was a wizard's houseplant that absorbed so much magic she came alive. So that is Sprout, and I love Sprout. But I think for our barbarian, I'm gonna make an orc, which is nice. So we get these 10 starting hit points from our ancestry, which is lovely. And then we have this size of medium, which is normal, a speed of 25 feet. That's also normal. Ability boosts to strength and a free one. So that's nice. The Pathfinder did recently, sorry, I'm going to do this. Okay, now I can see chat. Pathfinder recently released some rules that basically allow you to swap out the ancestry ability boosts and flaws for kind of use anything you want. I think you can at least always use the human ones, which is great. So for human, most ancestries have, sorry, I'm fiddling with OBS Live, and that's never a good thing to do, but there we go. So most ancestries have 2 ability boosts, 1 ability flaw, and then you also get a free ability boost. Humans just have 2 free ability boosts, and so with no flaws. But we'll use this orc one where we get an ability boost to strength, 1 free one. So to put in whatever we choose, but it can't also be strength. So at any point when we're doing our build, we can never double up on ability boosts. I can get more strength from a different source, but I can't get strength twice from any one source, if that makes sense. Anywho, and so we'll take that, and we get, my languages are going to be common, orcish, and then an additional number related to my intelligence modifier. Hannah threw one of her toys on the floor, so I'm going to pick that up. Oh, that's not something to eat at all. That is of all the toys in front of you, we grabbed the wire for my microphone. No, ma'am. There, that's a good thing for Hannah to chew on. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, okay. Sorry. I'm not really sorry. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Come here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna use orc. Let's see, there's also some rare ancestries, like automaton and android, all these really cool ones. Poppet is really fun. That's like a small toy. So there are some crazy ancestries. And then you can also do You would do half elf or half orc or half something else, like a tiefling or they might still call it Aasimar. Sometimes there's similar names for things that we know but are slightly different. Anywho, those come up in our heritage, I think. Okay, so let's grab our orc and we'll accept that. I want to make a big, beefy lady. That's what I want to do. We'll make the orc a boy. The second character I want to build is going to be a summoner. That's just going to be me as a 10-year-old. So we'll make our orc a boy. Okay. Now let's pick... I want to pick our heritage. Where do I do that? So the cool thing about heritage, right, is it's not just that you're an orc, you're a specific kind of orc, right? So maybe you grew up in, I don't know, there's our heritage. Maybe we grew up, so we can have a Badlands orc, battle ready, deep orc, grave orc, hold scarred orc, rainfall orc, or a winter orc. What is a grave orc? Exposed to powerful necromantic energies and should have killed you, but you survived. Your skin is cold, clammy, and gray. You gain resistance to negative damage equal to half your level, and I get a +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against necromancy effects. Well, that is cool. What is a rainfall orc? Born in the rainforest. I get a +2 circumstance bonus to athletics checks to climb or swim, and a +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against diseases. That is cool. Deep orc, calloused hands and red eyes. Speak to a life spent in the deep darkness of mountain caverns. That's not a toy, Hannah. Where you learned to battle on rocky cliffs and survive with minimal resources. You gain the terrain expertise skill feat for underground terrain and the combat climber skill feat. That is very cool. Okay, are you just gonna play with... I'm not super happy about you playing with wires. I am not. Oh, I know it's bad. Mommy is so mean. Chat, you can tell me how mean I am. Not letting Hannah chew on wires. Do you want to play with your baby? Would you like your baby instead? Maybe. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, I've made my baby angry. Okay. Look at all the things in reach, though. Look at that. I'm kind of digging... What is Badlands orc? The sun-scorched Badlands. Oh, okay, so... Oh my goodness. Ugh. Sorry, team. It's been a day. Has it been a day, baby? You want something to eat? Yeah. Okay. What is maybe winter orc? Maybe I'm feeling those vibes. Oh, also there's a full-blown thunderstorm going on outside, so our dogs are terrified. Hannah is unbothered, which is great. I hope we keep that. Yeah. Ancestors survived in cold climates. I become trained in survival, and I treat environmental cold effects as if they were one step less extreme. Used to lick batteries. Excellent. Yeah, let's not chew wires. We can have our bottle. Okay. I'm gonna go with Grave Orc. That looks fun. And what would be our uncommon? Yeah, so uncommon, we can do like half orc, half all these other things. Oh my goodness. We could be a half orc Aasimar. Ooh, like Gertie in Dimension 20 and Pirates of Leviathan. Yeah. But anywho, I'm gonna go with I really liked that Grave Orc, and since we're gonna make an orc spellcaster, I kind of like this idea of we have this resistance to necromancy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. From my ancestry, I do get a feat at first level. So let's go ahead and pick our ancestry feat. So I can get Beast Trainer, Iron Fists, Orc Ferocity, Orc Lore, Orc Superstition, Orc War Mask, Orc Weapon Familiarity, or Tusks. So, yeah. Tusks. You have particularly long, jagged tusks, perfect for tearing meat from bone. I gain a Tusk's unarmed attack that deals 1d6 piercing damage. Oh, well, that's fun. My tusks are in the brawling group and have finesse and unarmed traits. I feel like Orc Ferocity. I would be reduced to 0 hit points, but not immediately killed. Fierceness in battle. Ooh, I like that. So once a day, I pop up from 0 hit points to 1, as long as it's not an auto kill. That is cool. Iron Fists. Naturally tough skin and dense bone, further hardened by conflict. My fist unarmored attacks no longer have the non-lethal trait and gave the shove weapon trait. That could be fun. What about Orc Weapon Familiarity? I'm trained with the falchion and great axe. In addition, I gain access to all uncommon orc weapons. I don't think I'm going to take that. I think that would be a much better thing if we were doing a non-martial class, because I will get access to... I think I get access to those as a barbarian. So I am going to take... for Orc Ferocity. That just feels very utilitarian. So once a day, we can pop up from 0. Yes, we can. No, if you were a human, like if you were a half orc, then you have access to those orc ancestry feats, which is really cool. Okay. Let's pick our background. I want to pick, I was thinking about this last night. Notice how many backgrounds you have. There's just a ton. I actually want to take Gladiator. Because I love this idea of like our barbarian kind of leaning into that performance a little bit. We get trained in performance skill and the gladiatorial lore skill. I gain the impressive performance skill feat, which that lets me, I forget what that lets me do. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. But I think I'm going to take this. So, spoilers, we're going to use a multi-class archetype with our orc friend here to multi-class with taking a sorcerer archetype, and I need a minimum of a 14 charisma in order to do that. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to take the Gladiator. So charismatic, strong boy. That is who we are building here. And we're going to take our class of barbarian. Barbarian. Okay. So, our key ability here is strength. Hit points are 12 plus my constitution modifier. So that's awesome. You don't roll for hit points, when you level up with Pathfinder. You get like a set number plus your con modifier. So like in 5th edition, I might get a 1d12 plus my con modifier. In Pathfinder, it's just like a 12. You get basically the max of your hit die roll from D&D 5e. Hit dice aren't a thing in Pathfinder. Okay. But I get, so I get lots of hit points. So a wizard, for example, gets 6 plus their constitution modifier at first level. So this 12 is really nice. I am an expert in perception, which is great because in Pathfinder, posture check and drink water. I don't have any water out here. I only have a bottle for the baby. Thank you for the posture check though. Okay. Perception is the skill that you use to roll initiative in Pathfinder, unless your class grants you a different ability. Some classes let you use something else. I think like some of the rogue rackets let you use dexterity or something like that. As soon as the baby lets me down, I promise to get water though, Colonel Bleh. Yeah, what do you think? What are you thinking, baby? Okay. I get So saving throws, that's a difference between D&D and Pathfinder. You only have 3 types of saving throws. Fortitude, fortitude, reflex, and will. Your fortitude is based on your con, reflex is based on dex, will is based on wisdom. Yeah, it is. It is. You're a very good baby. Yeah. And then I'm trained in all the weapons. Yes, this is Hannah. Can't you tell this is my familiar? She's a little fox. Can't you tell by the headband? Yeah. I'm trained in light, medium, and unarmored defense, and then I get trained in my barbarian class DC. So that is delightful. For those of you joining late, yes, this is my baby Hannah. She's 6 months old, and unfortunately both she and her daddy are kind of sickly today. So he is like asleep on some cold medicine inside, and she is joining me and would like everyone to know that she is not tired at all. Not tired. Are you not tired? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and... I get a class feat at first level. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick my class feat. Yeah. You don't think that's a good idea? You think we should set abilities first? Okay, we'll set abilities first. Okay. So here we go. And this is, there's not like point buy versus dice roll. There's just this kind of standard ability selection that's pretty similar to point buy. Hannah is great. Hannah is great. You are Hannah and you are great. Hannah is great. Hannah is great. You are Hannah. You are great. Yeah, you want a bottle? You want some bottle? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take a boost to strength, and I'm going to take con. From my background, I'm going to take strength and charisma. My class gets me a boost to strength. Lovely. And then I get 4 free boosts. And the only thing here is that you can't double up. So I can't do strength twice here. So I'm definitely going to take strength, con, charisma. And let's take... Yes, ma'am. Let's take dex. So important thing here is that I've got my charisma to that minimum of 14 that we need to take our spellcasting archetype with sorcerer. Okay. And now we get to pick... Okay, we'll go ahead and pick our skills. So I got... We're auto-trained in athletics. I think we got that from Gladiator. And then we get our gladiatorial lore. I get trained in performance. Yeah. And then, okay, so now we get to pick 3 more because my intelligence modifier is 0. So, skill training. Let me see. I always like taking intimidation for big boys. Yes, ma'am. You're just gonna grab my hair. Okay. Let's take a train in stealth. Cause our, my dex is never gonna be very good. Yeah. And what do you think about occultism, baby? I feel like we should be trained in the type of magic we're gonna cast. So either Arcana or occultism. Actually, I want to check something. So like my goal here is I want this barbarian to be able to cast haste on themselves. So we're gonna find what spell list haste is from. 2E haste. Haste. Okay. Oh, yeah, that was a good burp. Okay. So the Archive of Nexus, by the way, is where you can find all all Pathfinder stuff. Okay, so it's arcane, occult, and primal. And we get it from sorcerers from the Draconic, Imperial, or Worm Blessed. Okay, team. I am going to take a little break and go lay this baby down inside because she is so tired. I will be right back. I don't have a break screen, but I'll be right back. She's ready to go to sleep. Say bye-bye, Hannah. Can you see yourself? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sleeping time. Okay. Okay, friends, I came back. Hannah is good. I can watch her on the monitor, and the husband is awake. So he's keeping an ear and eye out for her. Anywho. Okay. Where were we? Yeah. Sorry, I keep dropping into mom voice. Let me stop that immediately. Okay. So haste we can get from several different bloodlines. So I kind of want to take occult because of that grave orc flavor we got from our... Oh, yeah, that's where I want to be. I want to take that. So here's Path Builder. So I'm going to take occultism as a thing we know stuff about. So we'll finish that. Love it. Okay. We've done that. Let's figure out what kind of barbarian we're gonna be. So we get to select our instinct, which is like our subclass. And there's part of me that is, superstitious instinct. What's this? A deep distrust of magic. No, we can't do that. Absolutely not. I think we might go with Dragon Instinct because we can use that like Draconic or Worm Blessed bloodline from Sorcerer. And so going with this sort of like dragon theme to our orc caster person. So we summon the fury of a mighty dragon and manifest incredible abilities. Maybe we come from a culture that reveres draconic majesty, or you gain your connection by drinking or bathing in dragon's blood, or after watching a marauding worm burn your village. I think we drank some dragon blood. I am here for that. I think we drank some dragon blood. Let's see. I think we might have... let's say we drink some blue dragon blood with that electricity. I've got some thoughts on where this is going. I'm excited. Okay, so I Draconic Rage. While raging, I can increase the additional damage from rage from 2 to 4 and change its damage type to match that of my dragon's breath weapon instead of the damage type for your weapon or unarmed attack. Guys, we get lightning fists. Ooh, or a lightning like warhammer. Oh, I'm so here for it. If you do this, your rage action gains the arcane and evocation traits, as well as the trait matching the damage type. Okay. Yeah. Love this. All right, we're taking Dragon Instinct. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Dragon Instinct, dragon type is going to be blue. There's a ton of types of dragons in Pathfinder. I love this. We have these like sea dragons and sky and sovereign. Yeah, you can punch magic things. We're gonna go classic. We're gonna go blue. Unless is brine really cool? Line of acid. No, that sounds cool, but no, we're gonna go blue dragon. We drank dragon blood. That's how we started on this adventure. Love this. So we get dark vision. I think we get that from being an orc. There's our dragon rage from my class. Okay, so rage is now an action that we can do. So anytime in Pathfinder stuff, when you see these little diamonds with like the smaller diamond on it, that tells you how many actions this thing costs you, and every turn you get standard 3 actions. So this is saying that I could like rage for 1 action and then I still have 2 things I could do. So I could like rage and run and attack, or rage, attack, stuff like that. So, okay, that's very exciting. And then here at first level, we'll also get a class feat. So now we get even more barbarian-y things. Okay, let's see. We can have acute vision, adrenaline rush, draconic arrogance, moment of clarity, raging intimidation, raging thrower, sudden charge. So raging thrower is going to let us do like ranged weapons. But I don't want to do that. I want to punch things with my electricity fists. Moment of clarity. Let's take a look at this. Okay. You push back rage for a moment in order to think clearly. Until the end of this turn, you can use actions with the concentrate trait, even if those actions don't have the rage trait. So that feels very important for us. So let's see. Let me do a quick Google search. So Pathfinder 2E concentrate trait. Because I think casting a spell has a concentrate trait. So let's see. Okay. An action. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Arcane Cascade. So these are all actions with the concentrate trait. So Arcane Cascade, Clue In, Coerce, Dawnflower's Blessing. Okay, that's good. It looks like Cast a Spell does not have this. Cover tracks, decipher writing, demoralize, detect magic, devise a stratagem. Okay, discover, dismiss. Okay. Actions. Let's see if cast a spell has that concentration trait. This is what I was trying to figure out. This is key. This is key for our particular build. Okay, crawl. Okay. That's all fine. Basic actions we can do. Specialty basic actions. Cast a spell. Okay, you cast a spell you have prepared or is in your repertoire. Casting a spell is a special activity that takes a variable number of actions depending on the spell, as listed in each spell stat block. As soon as the spell casting actions are complete, the spell effects occur. Okay. Okay. It doesn't look like... Okay, we don't have to. We don't have to concentrate. That is awesome. Someone is playing a tiny human. Oh, hi. You might have seen my baby on stream. She was having a rough day, but she is now... Yeah, she is sound asleep. I can see her on the baby monitor on my phone. So, anywho, yeah, she's a tiny human. Oh, I forgot to get water. Jeez. Okay. I'm so on top of things. I'm way better at taking care of the tiny human than I am myself. Okay, so I don't think we need to take Moment of Clarity, which is great. What does Draconic Arrogance give us? Few can sway you. From your goals, when the fury of combat fills you, while raging, you gain a +2 status bonus to saving throws against emotion effects. Cool. Raging, what is Adrenaline Rush? I'm capable of amazing feats of strength. I can increase my encumbered and maximum bulk limits by 2 and get a... Yeah, we're doing a dragon barbarian who's going to be a spellcaster. That's the goal. You also gain a +1 status bonus to athletics checks to lift heavy objects, escape, and force open. That's not super fun. I do like Raging Intimidation, which is... This lead to award free feats after training skills. Okay. While raging, your demoralize and scare to death actions from the intimidation skill and intimidation skill feat, respectively, gain the rage trait, allowing you to use them while raging. As soon as you meet the prerequisites for the skill feats Intimidating Glare and Scare to Death, you gain these feats. Very cool. It seems Raging Intimidation, so we can just, scare people to death, apparently. I love this, and this feels very, with our barbarian, dragon barbarian gladiator, right? Very intimidating, knows how to use their charisma. I like it. Okay, we'll accept that. Okay. Yes, absolutely. From chat, it's nice because Intimidating Glare makes it so that you don't have to take a penalty from not speaking the language of your target. Exactly. So you can try to demoralize, which is an action, which it's an action, and if the person you're trying to demoralize fails it, they gain the frightened condition. Which I forget exactly what that makes them do, but it's not good. Normally you have to speak and they have to understand what you're saying, but Intimidating Glare lets you just throw the glare, and it's the exact same effect. Oh, guys, baby is so asleep. She's so sleepy. Poor thing. Her baby monitor has a little monitors her breathing, and it's just so perfect and steady. She's tired. Okay. I am going to go ahead and grab a bit of equipment. I just want to grab a weapon. Oh, thank you, amazing stream. Frighten lowers all the DCs of the target by 1. So armor class, reflex, fortitude, and will saves will be decreased. So that's awesome. It's easier to hit. That is delightful. Okay, we're gonna grab martial weapons. Or let me see ones that I'm proficient with. Okay. Which is... Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get standard. Backpack ballista. No. I want like a warhammer. Oh, by the frightened value. That's awesome. So if you crit on your, or if your opponent crit fails on their save against demoralize, then they are Warhammer. Warhammer, or we're getting battle axe in the chat. So if they crit fail, which only means you have to they miss the DC by at least 10 or get a nat 1, then that lowers their AC by 2. That is delightful because they're frightened 2 on a crit failure. Okay, Warhammer 1d8 bludgeoning, kind of like that, because Warhammers would be really good against skeletons. So yes, smash or chop. And we know our big beefy boy, he don't like necromancy. It's a thing, he doesn't like it. So we want to smash. Do we want to smash apart those skellies? Or where is our battle axe? Battle axe. Bones smashy nicely. Okay, let's do a Warhammer. Let's do smashy. Demoralize isn't a save, it's you scaring them, so it's more like you need to intimidate them 10 plus their will DC. Yes, okay. There we go. Yes. Sorry, I was thinking of the will save as like, I was mixing it up. I was thinking D&D rules. Sorry, team. Thanks for keeping me honest. You guys are cool. Okay. Do they get crit specialization effects? I think so. It's in the hammer group and as the shove. Oh, I can use this. Ooh, that Warhammer, you can shove people back, so that's nice. Oppose athletics, right? That would be, oh, I guess, let me see. Shove. Okay. I think this does have criticalization of critical effects, but I don't think you get access to them at first level. Oh, nice. Warhammer gets knocks target prone for the critical effect, which is nice. I like it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I like this. I like the showmanship of the shove where I can push you back with my hammer, and I like the idea of blasting apart some skellies. So we will buy this. This is 1 gold piece, and if I were just gonna think standard gold, and I think this will simplify my coins. That's fine, because we're just gonna do standard everything. And look at that, beautiful +7 to hit with it. You love to see it. Ooh, with the axe, it's, you get to, like, I forget what it's called. Cleave? It's the cleave rolls from D&D, where you go through this guy and then keep going, which is really cool. Okay. Oh, I wanted to talk about a quick Pathfinder rule thing here. So this MAP -5, that's multiple attack penalty. So your second attack is a -5 to the roll, and your third attack is a -10. So just flat with I'm attack here at first level, when I'm attacking with my Warhammer, my first attack is a +7. My second roll, I get a +2 to attack. And if I attack for a third time, that's a -3. So I'm not really rewarded for attacking 3 times. There's ways to get around that. There's different feats you can take as you level up, and we'll see some of that because we've got to level this boy up a little bit. Okay. Oh, team, we did it. We made it through level 1. We'll go ahead and grab our armor. Let's just grab our armor, and then we'll go from there. Thank you. Okay. So, let's grab, okay. Let's get, some medium. How much would chain be? Woo, 6 gold. What would hide give us? 2 gold piece, bulk of 2, AC bonus 3, dex cap of 2. Okay, yeah, let's just grab some hide. We'll play with this later. But I like the hide that also feels thematic. Ooh, maybe it's dragon hide. For flavor only, we'll say it's dragon hide. Yeah, of the blue dragon that he killed and drank the blood of to get this dragon instinct barbarian stuff. Okay. All right, good. That gets our AC up to 17 at least, which is nice. And then we've got a whopping 24 hit points. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go to level 2. So, level 2, I want to do... Okay, we're going to take our class feat, and we're going to do archetype class feats. This is what we want to take here. Oh, sorry, dedication feats. There we go. We are here going to take the sorcerer. Take a breastplate or increase dex to 14 at some point to get the most out of your armor. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. I like it. I'll take a second look at it here in a second. I'm just excited to get to the sorcerer dedication. Okay. So the sorcerer dedication here, I do want to play with free archetype. I'm trying to think of how to set those, if that's a setting I can do here. In path, excuse me, do we have settings? Okay, that's not what we want. So there's always the free archetype option, like that's up to your GM, which says that you get to take this like multi-class thing for free. So every time you would get a class feat, you can get an archetype feat. And I am looking to where I get to tell truck driver dedication. Oh my goodness, that'd be amazing. I'm looking to where I can tell Path Builder to let me do that. I might Google it really fast. We're all friends here, right? We can do that. Okay, let's Google that. What's a little Google search between friends, right? Path Builder 2E free archetype. How do I tell it to do that? Okay. Okay. I think you can't... Okay. Oh, you have to pay for Path Builder? Jeez. Okay. Okay, under the settings tab, pop here. Okay. Okay. So then you know what? Since I'm not I'm reading about the truck driver dedication there. So let's do this without the free feat. Since I don't have the paid version of Path Builder. So we will take, instead of taking a class feat, we will take a dedication feat for our sorcerer dedication. Okay, yeah, I will totally do that, like, just off screen. Listen, because I am challenged enough that you guys will somehow get all of my payment information, right? And not that I don't trust you, I think you're lovely people, but someone will watch the VOD, it'll be a thing. And anywho, but so for today, we'll just do the sorcerer dedication in lieu of our second level class feat. Okay, so we get to choose a bloodline. We get trained in the bloodline's 2 skills. We get to cast a spell. I gain a spell repertoire. We'll have 2 cantrips from the spell list associated with my bloodline, which is really fun. I get so trained in all this stuff. So I'm excited about this. Sorcerer dedication. Let's go. We're gonna pick that draconic bloodline. And yes. Okay. So we get, okay, cool. I get shield, as my granted cantrip. So that's really exciting. My blood magic is, which is your like focus spells. Draconic scales grow briefly on you or one target, granting a +1 status bonus to AC for 1 round, which is delightful. Okay. I'm excited. Bloodline is that. Okay. I'm gonna grab my skill training. Oh, I guess I can only pick Arcana? That's the only thing I can pick? Okay, cool, fun. Skill training, here we go. I get a new skill, so... Survival. Why not? Why not survival? Okay. Excellent. I think that is all we get at second level. Let's pick spells. Let's go here. Right. What are my rituals? Okay. Set the... Oh, you're right. Okay. I need to set the character to level 2. We're going to go ahead and go... No. What? We're going to go up to level... I was going to go ahead and go up just up to at least level 5. We might go up to 6. And thank you, Faigon. Okay. There we go. Now let's select our bloodline. There's that draconic bloodline. Okay. Picked that. And now we get to pick a skill feat. So that's a second level skill feat. And what do we want to be able to do? Okay. So... Additional lore, armor assist, assurance, combat climber, crystal healing. What in the world is that? You know what? No, I'm not doing a crystal healing. Listen, I'll make an MLM character and we'll do it there, but we're not doing that. What is fascinating performance? If you succeed on a the will performance, compare the result to the will DC of one observer. If you succeed, the target is fascinated by you for 1 round. If the observer is in a situation that demands immediate attention, such as combat, you must critically succeed to fascinate in the perform action. You can... Okay, that is cool. What is quick coercion? You can bully others with just a few choice implications. You can coerce a creature after one round of conversation instead of 1 minute. You still can't coerce a creature in the midst of combat without engaging in a conversation. We'll take quick coercion. That feels like something that might be useful outside of combat, and falls on the kind of intimidating type of thing. So we'll take that. Why not? Okay, so now let's grab our spells. Okay, we get 2 cantrips, which is... Okay, Electric Arc. I'm really excited about this, because, one, Electric Arc is, like, one of the best offensive cantrips you can get, because you get to attack 2 people. So it targets 1 or 2 creatures, with a reflex saving throw. An arc of lightning leaps from one target to another. You deal electricity damage equal to 3d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. And then this is heightened. So right now, if our friend is really level 5, then this deals 3d4 plus 2. As an electric cantrip, and I love the flavor of that with the blue dragon background. So we're gonna take this. We're definitely gonna take Electric Arc, and I want to take Shield because that's such a nice. It doesn't have the attack trait. Oh, that's awesome. So does that mean that like? Okay, so if I do Electric Arc and then I take a smashy attack, I don't have to take a multiple attack penalty, because that is beautiful, and that's how I would spend every single one of my turns, given the option. Amazing. Okay, I am also going to grab Shield, because it is a great, I just feel like that's a great one to have in your back pocket. It's a 1-action cantrip. And it counts as like the raise a shield action. So our barbarian friend can kind of get the benefit of a shield for the most part without actually having to carry one. So huzzah. Ooh, also shove plus Electric Arc. That is brilliant, because you could smashy push them back, right? And then maybe push them into range with folks. And then do your, like, hit 2 people with your Electric Arc. Oh my goodness. I love this boy. I love this boy so much. Okay. Love it. Do we have a ritual spell? I don't think we have that yet. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All right. More fun things. Let's go on to level 3. We get a skill increase. I'm going to throw it into athletics, because we should be able to go up to expert in athletics, because that's going to help with that shove, right? That should help us with shove. So that's delightful. Yeah, I'm gonna look up the rules on shove. Sorry, I'm a rules nerd. So let's search Archive of Nexus for shove. Nethys. I always want to put a K in there. Baby's still fast asleep, if anybody was concerned. Okay, here's the shove action. Yep, athletics skill check. Beautiful. So I push a creature away from you, attempt an athletics check against their Fortitude DC. So yeah. Jumping our athletics up to expert means that at level 3, that is a plus, we have a plus, we would have a plus 11 to athletics at level 3. which is just delightful, because it is, expert means 4 plus your, oh my gosh, why am I spacing? It's 4 plus your ability modifier. No, sorry, gosh, it's 4 plus your level plus your ability modifier if you're an expert. So at level 5, that's 4 plus 5 for 9 plus my 4 strength modifier. Okay. Goodness gracious. There we go, athletics. And then we get a general feat at level 3. General feat. General feats. Okay. Shield block. Untrained improvisation. Toughness always feels good. Fleet useful for melee. Yeah, fleet will. Yeah, toughness gets us more hit points. Fleet is nice. So we increase our speed by 5 feet. Or something from the ancestry feats. So ancestral paragon, where we can grab a first level ancestry feat. That we can get an extra cantrip that way. Or the like adopted ancestry. So like if we did this and let's grab fleet. Or can we use shield block? Can we use shield block with yeah, let's just grab fleet. I like that one. I like that a lot. We can go fast. So our speed becomes 30 feet. And we get deny advantage. Foes struggle to pass your defenses. You aren't flat-footed, too hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of my level or lower, or creature of your level or lower using surprise attack. However, they can still help their allies flank. That is very useful. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. How much? We'll do that in a minute. Okay, let's get level 4 class feat. So, we can either take a sorcerer, which would be an archetype class feat. So we get basic sorcerer spell casting, which would be we can get some like first level spells, so we can start getting some spells going. We can get the bloodline spell, which I forget what that is for draconic, and then blood potency. I gain a first or second level sorcerer feat. So 2 more cantrips, a spell slot, or a bloodline spell versus we would take. What could we take? I don't want to take acute scent. What's a bashing charge? Smash, bust, and charge through solid objects without hesitation. Stride twice. Once during your movement, if you movement passes through or ends adjacent to a door. Oh, okay. You can just kind of pull a Kool-Aid man. Second wind. What is second wind? If we need to catch our breath, I can rage without waiting for 1 minute after the previous rage. But when you in the second rage, I'm fatigued for until I rest for 10 minutes. Raging athlete. I'm an expert in athletics. Physical objects can't hold back my fury. While I am raging, I gain a climb speed and swim speed equal to half my land speed, and the DC of high jumps and long jumps decreases by 10. Okay, that could be very helpful. 2 actions, Kool-Aid Man, absolutely. Shake it off. Concentrate on my rage, overcoming fear and fighting back sickness. Reduce my frightened condition by a value of 1. And okay, so easier to recover from that stuff. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, team. I am somewhat I am inclined to take a sorcerer feat. What would my... Oh, sudden charge. Sudden charge is quick sprint. I dash to my foe and then swing. I get to stride twice and attack. So that's, we could cover 60 feet and attack and still have 1 action left. I really want something that lets me like attack twice with 1 action or something like that. So because if we did this, we could stride twice, throw up our shield, which is, we could stride twice, attack, throw up our shield, which is nice. We couldn't do a spell this round because, well, shield is a cantrip, but like it's only 1 action. Is it power attack? It might be power attack. Let's see if there's something down here. I keep making, in my home games, I've played, I played a ranger, and so the idea of like attacking twice without taking the penalty, things like that. So like by like quick shot, but that's obviously all for ranged stuff, not for melee. Ooh, a flurry ranger? Swipe sounds fun. Okay. Let's take a look. What is swipe? A wide arcing swing, make a single melee strike, and compare the attack results to the ACs of up to 2 foes, each of whom must be by melee reach and adjacent to the other. Roll damage once and apply it to each creature you hit. Oh, you're so right. Let's take swipe. I love it. I'm excited by this. Let's take swipe. Okay. Very excited. And we also get a skill feat at level 4. Okay. Skill feat. Let's see. Yeah, that does count on the multi-attack penalty. That's exciting. Rapid mantle. Yeah, so bringing your multiple attack penalty down, there's definitely a way to bring it down to a -2. I forget how you do that, though, because it depends. Like, I know when I played my ranger and I had somebody that was, like, my prey, I identified as my prey, my attack penalty against them was less than it would be for other folks. Assurance for... I'm not trained in medicine, but that would be really good, having that. What's rapid mantle? Easily pull myself onto edges. Okay. I can use athletics instead of reflex save to grab an edge. If I knew in the campaign I was going to play that I was going to be climbing a lot, this would feel useful. But... I just don't know. What is powerful leap? I can jump 5 feet with a vertical leap and increase the distance I can jump horizontally by 5 feet. Lots of jumping. Yeah, useful if you expect to be pushed off edges fairly often. What is experienced professional? That just sounds like a resume builder. Oh, okay, that has to do with like earning income. That's yeah. Cognitive crossover from. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, assurance for athletics. Let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and grab assurance is such a great one. But so let's grab assurance for athletics. My other delightful so I have 3 main characters that I play in Pathfinder. One of them is my halfling ranger, who has the cavalier archetype, and so she gets on her riding dog and just busts out around the battlefield with her. We flavor it as her sling staff, but I'm using the stats of a longbow. And so she does that. I have her son. Yeah, mounted archer. It's delightful. She's amazing. And that's Betty. Her son is a inventor, so also a halfling. He's an inventor with the gunslinger archetype. So he built himself like an Iron Man suit, and has like really strong fist where he can punch things. And then my other character is my third character is my Pathfinder Society compliant character, who is Sprout. She's right here on the screen. She's still level 1 because we don't get together to play in person very often. But she's my little Leshy sorcerer, and I love her. She has 1 brain cell. She's just all charisma and 1 brain cell. Okay. Let's get our friend up to level 5. At level 5, you get an ancestry feat. So let's take a look at that. Athletic might. What is that? Surviving in hostile terrain has given you the great talent for mobility. Whenever you roll a success on an athletics check to climb or swim, you get a critical success instead. So that is cool. There's how long have I been playing Pathfinder 2E for? So, my first game of Pathfinder 2E was in February of 2020, and then I didn't play for 2 years for reasons. And then that group, we started playing again pretty regularly. I guess that was in 2021. We started playing pretty regularly. And because of scheduling conflicts, our regular, campaign, was just kind of not working. We wanted a little more casual play, so we started doing Pathfinder, because it was really hard to get the whole group there. So we started doing Pathfinder Society play, which is easier to be a little more casual with that. Anyhow, and my GM for those games, he and his wife played Pathfinder 1 forever and did Pathfinder Society play and all of that. So there's all of that. Sorry, I want to look at this. Bloody blows. My lethal unarmed attacks leave bloody gouges or cause severe internal bleeding. That's delightful. Okay. But we're mostly leaning into our Warhammer and our spells. So maybe not take bloody blows. What is defy death? And we have orc ferocity. Okay. We are exceptionally difficult to kill. Your DC of your recovery checks is 9 plus your dying value, or 8 plus your dying value if you have the toughness general feat. Whenever someone returns you to life using magic that would normally leave you debilitated for a week, you don't suffer that condition. That is nice. What is Fey influence, though? Exposed to powerful Fey magic. We could say that's a dragon. We could flavor it that way. No, okay, that feels like adding too many things. Okay. What is scar thick skin? Glorious storied scars cover and protect much of your body. My DC on flat checks to end persistent bleed damage is reduced from 10 to 15 or from 10 to 5 after receiving especially appropriate assistance. That could be fun. And what is victorious vigor? You bring a foe to 0 hit points. Your victories in battle fill you with pride and imbue you with the energy to fight a bit longer despite your wounds. You gain temporary hit points equal to your con modifier until the end of your next turn. Let's take that. I like that victorious vigor. Because that's like, if I'm there, like, smashing apart foes, right, then I like that a lot. I'm going to take victorious vigor. Okay. And I get critical brutality here at level 5. So your fury makes your weapons lethal. Your proficiency rank for simple weapons, martial weapons, and unarmed attacks increases to expert. And while raging, you gain access to the critical specialization effects for melee weapons and unarmed attacks. So we get that we can knock them prone with a critical hit, which is I'm very excited about. Okay, so now let's grab, we get 1 skill increase. Can we go up to master in athletics? No, you can't do that to like level 7. So we could, can we become trained in something new? We could become trained in medicine, though. Is that what we want to do? Let's amp up intimidation. That seems fun. Let's amp up intimidation. Yeah, Figarn, good call. Sorry, I know there's a slight time delay between when I see y'all, like when y'all type and when I see chat. But, anywho. More staring, exactly. Okay, and we get ability boost at level 5, which is what I'm really excited about. I think I'm just gonna do straight strength, con, dex, and then charisma. Hey, thanks, team. Okay. So that brings our good boy to level 5. We can play with gear, which I do kind of want to jump into how you customize gear in Pathfinder, because it's really cool, and it took me forever to get into it. But I need to take a quick bio break, so everybody go take care of yourselves, take 5 minutes. I'll let you, I'll leave the character sheet up on screen for y'all. And I am going to finally get that glass of water that was called for like an hour and 15 minutes ago. Okay, so I will be right back. Sorry I don't have a, start a fight in chat while I'm gone. Yes. Jeez. Hello. Okay, let's see. Our fight in chat. Pathfinder is greater than D&D 5e. I'm staying neutral on that one. That is I think even though they're both fantasy systems, they're just very different. Powered by the Apocalypse. I've never played Powered by the Apocalypse. Okay. Okay. So, with our boy, I think yeah, with our boy, I think we'll stop here at level 5 for them. And let's go into a little bit with the gear. Because at level 5 we can do some stuff with our gear. So I have 12 gold to spend. Huzzah. Oh, I should have more. I should have more gold. Because Pathfinder 2e, I think you get like 200 starting gold by level. I think it's, there we go. Hydrating. Okay, I think it's 250. Character wealth. Okay. There we go. So, please. We should start with 270 gold minus the 3 we spent at first level. So let me get this up to, well, I'll write it down over here. You guys can keep me honest. Baby's doing great, by the way. She's, her dad's given her a bottle. So we have 267 gold in our pockets, team. Let's get some gear. So the first thing we'll do is grab just our basic adventurer's pack. Yeah. So we'll buy that. Accept. Yeah, +1 in a striking rune. Exactly. That's what we want to do. And okay. Sorry, I need to add 200. No, 265 more. I think I dropped a gold. That's fine. Striking Warhammer. Okay. So we can go to weapons, Warhammer, and I want to add some runes. Okay. I don't want to sort these alphabetically. Let's sort by item level, please. I want a... Where is... Okay. Oh, rune slots remaining. Okay. So I need to add a potency. There we go. So we can add a weapon potency +1. So now we have a +1 Warhammer, which costs 35 gold. So we will buy that. And yes, accept. But now we have an option to add a striking youth. the striking rune, which is, it increases our damage dice. So I now deal 2d8, 2d8 instead of 1d8. And yeah, so we're gonna buy that. And I really want to make it, let me just make like a dream sheet here. Because I would love to make, we'll sort by alphabetically. I would love for the hammer to be like a lightning hammer, you know, just to really dig into that blue dragon, fun flavor, delicious flavorade. So Earthbinding would be good if we were building a dragon slayer. That would be delightful. To thrall or not to thrall. Yes. Yes. Fearsome flaming. Fury frost. Ghost touch. What is there lightning? Is that one? Where? Shock. Would that be it? Electric. Oh, so yeah, so that costs a 500 gold piece. So we'll have to add that later. But that's the goal. That's what we're going for. We're gonna build a electric hammer, and it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be great. But anywho, so what's our, how much money do we have now? Did we spend all of it? I think we've still got some. Let's just go to gear. Oh, look, we still have so much gold. No, wait. Shoot, it wasn't taking off the cost. Simplify all coins? Okay, so can I do like, we had to do minus 35, adjust, and then minus 65 for the striking rune. Okay. There we go. That's okay. That should be fine. The price is a shock too. Yes, excellent. But we should be able to, let's take a second look at our defense, because I just grabbed that hide armor. Yeah, okay. So we can add a rune to it. So we get a +3 item bonus. We have that dex cap of 2. Okay, so what are my... We would want to give it... Yeah, that money goes fast, but it's really fun. I might not have enough money. I don't have one... No, I think I have 160 left. To make my, this would make my armor +1. So let me do cancel. How much dollars do I have? Oh, I only have 65 gold left. So we're not going to bump our AC, not even a little bit. That's as good as we get with that. Okay, I would probably spend some of that money on, of that 65, I would spend some of that on some, like, consumables, so some healing potions and stuff. But I would be working towards, so if I want to add that shock rune, I need to get, where's my weapons? Okay, so I have the, okay. Sorry. I have one remaining rune slot. I might have room for one more. Yes, I do. I have room for one because striking doesn't count. So like I can't make this both a bloodthirsty and a shock warhammer as my warhammer is now, because I can only, with a +1 potency, I only get to have one cool rune on it. So, okay. Team, it is 7:30. Why don't we go ahead and just introduce... Yeah, Barbarian who needs AC. I think this is our good boy. What do you think we should name him? I'm in right now. I name all of my daughters, all of her toys are alliterative names. So like her toy octopus is Oscar the Octopus. The sloth is Sylvester Sloth. Etc. So forth. Yeah, Mr. Roy, that's a much more concise way of saying that. You have room for a number of property runes equal to the weapon's potency bonus. Bobby the Barbarian, obviously. Love it. So this will be Bobby. Bobby the Barbarian. That's his full name. Bobby the Barbarian. Do you guys remember that show, that cartoon? It was like on Disney. That was Dave the Barbarian. Barbarian? The Barbarian. I love it. Yeah, it's Dave the Barbarian. Do, 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 do. I loved that show. Such an underrated cartoon. It was delightful. So my plan for tonight was to build 2 characters. So why don't we build a level 1 summoner and we can like get introduced to the summoner as a class because they don't exist in 5e. And basically, I just want to make like my Pokemon trainer self. And that's what I think of every time I think of a summoner. So let's make a new character. Let's just do it for funsies. New character. We're gonna make, let's just get started. Oh, yeah. Support Black Ballad. So, I want to make my 10-year-old self the Pokemon trainer as a summoner. So we're gonna do a little gnome friend. Yes. So I was such a cool 10-year-old, you guys, you don't even know. I had my clear purple plastic Game Boy Color, right? I had Pokemon Red to go with that. I had that game and like Pac-Man. And those were the video games that I had. And that was it. And you know, my sister had her teal blue Game Boy Color, and she had Pokemon Blue, and we played that all the time. We had to get the physical cable to connect the two so we could trade Pokemon because we both needed those Gengar that you can only evolve from Haunter if you physically trade it with another human being. It's a whole thing. Should we be a chosen one? That feels a little Pokemon-y. Yeah. Back in my day, you had to trade Pokemon with a wire. And Netflix came in the mail. What is the chosen one? Your birth has fulfilled a prediction. And people close to you are counting on you to do great things, like catch them all. The internet did come in the mail, yes. Or you got the Amazon, the AOL discs that were free at the checkout line at the grocery store. Yeah. AOL discs, that's a thing that gave you internet minutes. There's intense pressure on you to be up to the task, and the fickle nature of prophecy complicates your past. Choose 2 ability boosts, strength or charisma. The other is a free ability boost. I kind of love this. Yes. Okay, I kind of love chosen one. So basically, I think we should build a gym trainer, right? I think we should build a gym leader. And... Oh, wait, what is Feybound? Yes. Okay, you know what? Chosen One is too good to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Pokemon. Okay. Don't mind me. And class is going to be Summoner. Summoner. Key ability is Charisma. I gotta remember that. But I love this. We get 10 plus Arcana modifier. So this is like a beefy summoner. This is a beefy caster. Trained in skills determined by our Eidolon. 3 plus your intelligence modifier. Okay. Okay, let's do it. My husband got me the Secrets of Magic book for Christmas, the nice hardback. I love it. It's so good. Okay. And oh yes. Sorry, I looked at background and I saw the Chosen One, but I read that in my head as Choose One. So here we are. Anyhow, let's grab our heritage. I really want to do... Okay. I like Fey Touch Gnome. Because we get that Fey trait. We could do a fairy type, but I didn't have any fairy types. Ooh, Paizo's having a sale. Excellent. Okay. I was trying to remember my original team from Pokemon Red. I had Charizard, right? Like you do. What would you expect? Else would you expect from a 10-year-old with Pokemon Red? So I had Charizard. I had a Beedrill because that bug type was good against the psychic and ghost types, which you needed for the final 4. So I had a Beedrill. And I had an Alakazam, I had a Gengar, and I had a Gyarados that I raised up from an itty-bitty Magikarp. I grinded that so hard, but I can't remember my 6th. I honestly can't remember who my 6th Pokemon was in that original team. It might have been a Farfetch'd, because I know I think I had him do almost all of my HMs, because for those that don't know, did I grind it myself or did you splash for days? So then, right, I had to have it, because you only get XP if you're in the battle in Red, right? And so I had to have my Magikarp as my first Pokemon, who would then go out, who I then had to immediately replace, right, trade out with a Pokemon that could have a move other than Splash. Yeah, I did the swap. Yeah, and so that took forever. Oh, it took so long. But it was great. So yeah, I think it might have been a Farfetch'd for the Fly and Cut and Flash. Like, they could do all of my HMs. So back in the day, you couldn't unlearn an HM. So if you taught your Charizard Cut, it had a cut when you faced the final 4, and there was nothing you could do about it. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. What is a vivacious gnome? Goodness. Incredibly strong connection to the positive energy that flows through the first world. I have negative resistance equal to half your level. What's a wellspring gnome? Some other source of magic has a greater hold on you than the primal magic of your Fey lineage does. Ooh, I like this. Let's do this. I can choose an arcane, divine, or occult cantrip. I'll grab this, and then we'll figure out what kind of Eidolon I'm gonna have, and then we'll pick a cantrip from that, like from an appropriate spell list. So we'll grab Wellspring. No. So, but anyway, so I'm gonna make my summoner here have their Eidolon is either going to be, I haven't decided if it's going to be basically Gengar, Charizard, or Gyarados. It's going to be one of those 3. I kind of want to do Gengar. So let's pick our Eidolon type. Why not? Let's take a look. We can take an Angel Eidolon. So we've got Angel, Anger Phantom, a lost soul bound to the mortal world by undying anger or bitter grudge, Gengar. Most phantom eidolons are humanoids with spectral or ectoplasmic appearance, though some take stranger forms. My link with the eidolon prevents it from succumbing to corruption and undeath. Together we'll need to decide whether to work with my eidolon to control its anger or channel its wrath into power. Guys, we're using this one. We're using Anger Phantom because we made a Gengar. Immediately. Charizard from the anime? Oh, Charizard's just mad. But I don't know. I feel like Charizard might be a beast. I'm angry. Yeah. Okay. But what would... a dragon... We just did a whole dragon-themed guy. We'll do something else. What would a beast eidolon? Life force of nature. That gets us primal magic. It has animal features. I'm gonna do Anger Phantom. I want my Gengar. I want my Gengar buddy. Okay. We're gonna do that. And Dragons and Dragons? Yes. Wellspring magic type. So we'll pick a cult. And I get a cantrip from that spell list. So we'll grab that. Okay. Goodness, we have so many things to read through. That'll be exciting. Okay. We shall set our abilities, shall we? I do have a legal background boost. Okay. So my gnome gets an auto boost to con and charisma and a flaw to strength. But we get one free ability boost, but it's got to be either strength, dex, intelligence, or wisdom. I think I would rather take that penalty to strength and be super dexterous. And so my background boosts, I'll take that charisma. Thank you. Let's see, charisma. And I do like to boost con to get those delicious hit points. I don't mind having the ability flaw to strength. Like, I don't mind playing with flaws. So, okay. I'm going to take an intelligence boost because that gets me an extra skill. I'll take a charisma and a dex and a con. So, not wise, but that's okay. What gym leaders are, right? I'm going to fight with only one Poketype. Okay. Skill training. We're going to take that acrobatics. We're going to take some arcana. We will take stealth. Please? Stealth. And I will take let's take a medicine. It's always good to have a medicine. And then I get one more because I have that one intelligence boost. And why don't we? I was going to grab society. That can be nice to have. Okay. Okay, and we get our ancestry feat. Should we get gnomish weapon familiarity? You favor unusual weapons tied to your people, such as blades with curved and peculiar shapes. You're trained with the glaive and the kikuri. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm actually going to take gnome weapon familiarity. Because that's a way you can get a caster to have access, the kukri. Okay, kukri. We can have our caster have access to like a martial weapon, right, that they're trained in. And so they can have a good, like, I hit them with my glaive ability. Okay. A curved machete. Delightful. So I think we're going to take that. I do want to know what Razzle Dazzle is. You can blind or dazzle a creature. Oh no, that feels like a Poke Trainer ability. You spent considerable time practicing the manipulation of light, weaponizing your blade's reflection, or bolstering the luminosity of magical displays to unconventional heights. Extend the duration of the blinded or dazzled condition you give the target by 1 round. Oh, okay. Cool. So, but we have to have already blinded or dazzled a creature. Gnome Polygot. My extensive travels and curiosity, love of learning, help you learn language quickly. Okay. We don't need a familiar, which is what Animal Accomplice gets you, because we have an Eidolon. Or lean into it and have a familiar and an Eidolon. And so that's our team, right? Our Eidolon is our main guy, but then we also have, the other Pokemon that we send out ahead of us. I've convinced myself. So we have a familiar. I am building a Poke Trainer. I love it. I'm building the best gym leader. Okay. We're doing it. Okay, now let's take an evolution feat. So this has to do with our, okay. Advanced weaponry. Your Eidolon's attack evolves. Choose one of your Eidolons starting melee unarmed attacks. It gains one of the following traits, chosen when you gain the feat. Disarm, grapple, non-lethal, shove, trip, or versatile bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. Gotta summon them all. Absolutely. Oh, sorry, my mom texted me. Energy heart. My Eidolon's heart beats with energy. Choose an energy damage type other than force. One of its unarmed attacks changes its damage type to the chosen type, and it gains resistance to that type equal to half your level. Expanded senses. Eidolon evolves more acute senses. It gains low light vision and dark vision, as well as scent and imprecise. Scent with a range of 30 feet. What about glider form? Your Eidolon evolves wings, a buoyant body, or some other means to control descent. It glides slowly towards the ground, 5 feet down and up to 25 feet forward through the air. As long as it spends at least 1 action gliding each round and has not yet reached the ground, it remains in the air at the end of your turn. The Beastmaster archetype, that would be delightful. Absolutely. So for now, I'm going to grab that glider form because you can't tell me that my Gengar can't fly. Like he's standing on the ground behind me. Excuse me. Absolutely not. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Sorry. I'm not tired. I actually have a whole improv show tonight at 9. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Okay. So let's check out some of these actions we get. So we have act together. I'm performing tonight. So I'm in a troupe with all military veterans. I really like it. It's a great troupe. And we've been working a lot to revamp our show. And we've so our local theater has this once a month Thursday night show where you can sort of try new troupes or new formats. So this is kind of our we haven't performed in a couple months because we've been working on getting the show better and adjusting our format. And so that's why it's at 9:15 on a Thursday evening. So yeah, I've got a pretty hard cutoff time at 8 because I've got to go like kiss the baby goodnight and then drive up to the city to the theater. Okay. But I'm really excited for it. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I am putting together a troupe where we're doing, we did a narrative improv show based off of like Honey Heist. And so we did that at one of these Thursday night, shows 2 months ago. No. Yeah, 2 months ago. We did it in January. And they just put the show up, the recording up on the YouTube channel. So, that's us doing Honey Heist live on stage. It was delightful. Anyhow, okay. So act together. We can spend 1 to 3 actions doing this, once per round. So you and your Eidolon act as one. Either you or your Eidolon take an action or activity using the same number of actions as act together, and the other takes a single action. For example, if you spend 2 actions to act together, I could cast Burning Hands, and my Eidolon could strike. Or your Eidolon could use its breath action. And you could stride 1 action. So this lets you each use separate exploration activities like avoid notice as you travel. Yeah. So yeah, this act together is like collectively my Eidolon and I can do 3 things. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We get low light vision, Prophecy's Pawn. Oh, we get that from our heritage from our background as a chosen one. If I fail a saving throw, attack roll, or skill check, you twist the prophecy in your favor, which will have consequences later. Reroll the failed check. That is cool. For 24 hours afterwards, the GM can force you to re-roll a successful saving throw, attack roll, or skill check as fate balances the scale. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. All right, evolution feat. Okay, that is a special type of feat. That's for my Eidolon. Link spells. My connection to my Eidolon allows me to cast link spells, special spells that have been forged through your shared connection with your Eidolon. Link spells are a type of focus spell. It costs 1 focus point to cast a focus spell, and you start with a focus pool of 1 focus point. You refill your focus pool during your daily preparations, and you can regain 1 focus point by spending 10 minutes using the refocus activity to specifically connect with your Eidolon, such as by having a heart-to-heart conversation, playing together, or meditating in unison on the nature of your bond. Or if you're playing Sword and Shield, by going to the camping grounds and making curry. Okay, so we get our focus spell. My link spells. Okay, Manifest Eidolon takes 3 actions, which manifest my Eidolon. It has to remain within 100 feet of me and can willingly go beyond that limit. If forced to go beyond this distance, or if I'm reduced to 0 hit points, my Eidolon's physical form dissolves. My Eidolon unmanifests, and you need to use Manifest Eidolon to manifest it again. Okay? And then we have Share Senses. My Eidolon is manifested. I project my senses into my Eidolon, allowing me to perceive through it. Cool. Cool. And Furious Strike, which is 2 actions. My Eidolon channels its anger into a furious attack. It makes a melee strike. This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty. If the strike hits, your Eidolon deals an extra die of weapon damage and gains a +1 circumstance bonus to the damage roll. If you're at least 10th level, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So all the things that we can do. Let's take a peek at spells. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our cantrips. We get occult. Do we get... Okay, no. Let's see. Join pasts, no direction. Protect companion. Your Eidolon targets your Eidolon or a creature with the minion trait under your controls. This would affect my familiar as well. Okay. Yeah, we'll grab Protect Companion. Like it. This lets me extend my aura as a magical shield that protects your Eidolon or minion. The target gets a +1 circumstance bonus to AC until the start of your next turn. There's also a life block trigger. This spell's target would take damage. Reduce the triggering damage by 10, but you lose 5 hit points, even if this reduces the damage to 0. The target still takes any effect that would come with the damage, such as poison on a viper's fang strike. Okay. Cool. Love it. We'll grab Protect Companion. What else? What is Read the Air? Or Summon Instrument? Tame? What is Tame? 1 non-hostile domesticated animal. Oh no, we have to take Tame if we're going to be a Pokemon trainer. Okay. Yep. Read the Air is nice for diplomacy stuff. Okay. Let's take a look at Read the Air. Read the Air. Take a deep breath as you survey a social situation, showing courtesy to all around you as your intuition swiftly picks up clues about social contexts. I need this ability. This would be so nice to have. Your body language subconsciously changes to take advantage of this information and use it in your own interactions with those creatures. Okay. Let's think Read the Air. I like that. I want to know what this haunting hymn is, though. Echo a hymn that only one creature in the area can hear. The hymn deals sonic damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier with a basic fortitude save. This made me think of Sing, I guess that's the fairy type ability to hypnosis. That's what this is. Yeah. I mean, so it doesn't put them to sleep, but that made me think of the Ghastly's ability and Haunter. So I might kind of grab Haunting Him just for the flavor. What's inside ropes? Inside. Pull a large handful of guts from your midsection. Removing these guts doesn't harm you. I can use them as 50 feet of rope to help me climb. Well, that's disgusting. We need it. And last but not least, I will in fact grab Read the Air, because these are just delightful, weird cantrips. Did I take any of the normal cantrips I take? No. I didn't take a single... Oh, okay. We're going to have to swap out one of these. I'll swap out Tame, because I have to have an offensive cantrip. I can't not. I like Phase Bolt. I use that. My sorcerer knows that. Phase Bolt ignores cover. So I like Phase Bolt. I also like Chill Touch. It is. Yeah, but let's grab Phase Bolt. Because it is a nice one. Okay. Okay, we gotta do it. Hello, Joriel Sweet Spring. Welcome. Okay. So we also get... Okay, we get 2 level 1 spells. So what do we get? Animate rope. That's not an inside rope thing, is it? Ugh. Or a non-living rope-like object. I don't know why I'm looking at chat and making faces at y'all, even though my camera is here. Okay. Detect alignment. Draw ire? What is draw ire? 1d10? What? You cause mental distress to a creature, goading it to strike back at you. You deal 1d10 mental damage to the creature and cause it to take a -1 status penalty to attack rolls against creatures other than you. It must make a will saving throw. On a critical success, the target is unaffected. Target takes half damage on a success. Target takes full damage. And oh, goodness. We might need to take draw ire. Jeez. That's thematic and upsetting. Let's see. Ooh, fear. Targets on okay. Oh, I might need to take fear. That just feels, gosh, that feels so, so thematic. Because that's actually one of, like, Gengar's abilities, I think. Okay, let's, what does set signature spell do? Oh, hey, that's my signature spell, I guess. We'll say fear is my signature spell. Yeah. Okay, what are my innate spells? Oh, I do get an extra cantrip. I will grab Tame, because I really liked that one. Fear is real good, yeah. I really liked Tame. And that can come from our being gnomish. Okay, so we have that. And my focus spells. Okay, I get Boost Eidolon. And Evolution Surge. Okay, cool. What is this? Targets my Eidolon. I focus deeply on the link between you and your Eidolon and boost the power of your Eidolon's attacks. My Eidolon gains a +2 status bonus to damage rolls with its unarmed attacks. If your Eidolon's strike deals more than 1 weapon damage die, the status bonus increases to 2 per weapon damage die to a maximum of +8. Cool. And what about Evolution Surge? I flood my Eidolon with power, creating a temporary evolution in your Eidolon's capabilities. It can gain low light vision and dark vision, scent, breathe underwater, get swim speed, get a 20-foot status bonus to its speed. Cool. And gets more things as you level up. All right, cool. So I think that is where we'll have to leave our friend, our summoner Pokemon trainer, for now. They are delightful and I love them. I also like Bobby he really should be Bobby the Bobbarian. That should be a B-O-B instead of a B-A-R. Excuse me, I need to rename you. Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I think we're gonna end Gengar evolved into Haunter. Yeah, or Ghastly or whatever. Okay, team. I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and end this here. I've got to run. I gotta, like I said, kiss the baby goodnight and run up to the city. thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is super fun. I'll be back in, I guess, 2 weeks to do a solo Call of Cthulhu. We ended the last one by destroying a 16-mile radius crater area in New Hampshire, is how we ended the last adventure, and died horribly. Well, we didn't die as horribly as we did the first time through Alone Against the Flames. I think we're doing Alone Against the Tide next, so that'll be really fun. I've got to come up with a whole new character. It'll be delightful. So yeah, that'll be in 2 weeks. Otherwise, check out Amateurish Productions schedule. They're that on Twitter quite a bit. So you guys have a great night, and hopefully I will see you around. Okay, bye team.